Hello and welcome to ARK, the complete series. We're down by the waterside here with Terry, and we've got a new addition to the team here. This is Morris. He's a little red Mesopithecus. We've got the Valentine's event still running at the moment, and the server had updated, and I just noticed him wandering around, so I tamed him up with some measure berries. So I've got him wandering around now, following me. But we're actually going to be going out in search of pteranodons. I haven't had much luck so far. There's been one or two of them that I found down here, but they're just, I think it was like a level 15 and a level 20, and they've disappeared since. I don't know where they've gone to. There's actually an interesting coloured pteranodon further up, but that's just a level 10, unfortunately. It seems to be the case whenever these events come out. Quite a lot of the time I find, you know, you got these nice looking dinos spawn, and then yeah, you get up and find they're just low level ones. But the plan is basically I want to tame up a pteranodon. I mean, got as far as doing like the Kibble farm, and I was just waiting for the carrots to grow, and managed to get quite a lot of carrots now. So I've actually got some kibble. I've got about 23 pieces of dodo kibble, so that should help me a lot, hopefully. So really I'm just going to go out looking for a high level pteranodon. Usually just a case of scouring these like beachy areas, because that's where they tend to be flying around. I mean, I'm wandering around at the moment with Terry the trike. I mean, it would have been a lot easier if I'd brought the parasol with me, but there's quite a few raptors seem to be spawning around the area. Those things they've got like a pounce ability. They didn't have that when I started, but they can jump on you and they can knock you off your mount. I think they do quite a lot of damage to you, especially if they're in a pack. So I'm quite keen to just wander around with Terry the trike, to be honest, because he's got a knockback ability, so I can just knock them out of the way. But I'm just keeping my eye on these trudons. I was here right throughout the night, and these things were causing a lot of grief for some things around here, because at night they get pretty vicious. I can see that's where those pteranodons went to, but they're low level. They're just like level. There's like one's like level 10, I think one's level 15. So that's not much use. I mean, I'm surprised there's no. I know when I started this game there was a spino down here, but that's disappeared. Could really do with a spyglass, but that's one of the reasons I want to get a pteranodon, because I know where there's some metal nodes, and that's got some crystal nodes next to it as well. What level are you? Are you that low level one? Yeah, you're the 15. Yeah, spyglass would make it a lot easier to find. I know at one point there was a level 130 wandering around here, but I've no idea what became of it. They just tend to wander around. I mean, is that one over there? I noticed that Alpha Raptor is still there. I think at some point I'm going to have to make myself a trap and get rid of that thing, as it's going to be annoying. That. I mean, although Terry here's got a decent knockback, I'm concerned. I mean, he's been up against like a 100 plus level raptor, and his stamina was going down quite a bit. But I'm just going to have a look around. I'm going to have to get rid of these little lower level ones, because that's usually the best way to get the high level ones. Hopefully you'll get some better ones will spawn up in their place, like. But yeah, I'm just going to spend a bit of time probably clearing the area and looking around, and then once I find a decent one that we can tame, I'll bring you back. Yeah, that was the nice coloured one I was talking about, but it's only level 10. It's a real shame that. It's got fascinating colours on it. So I think we'll have to get rid of that one. I want to see what there's a one just flew by me. Let's see see if I can find out what level that one is. Trouble is I'm getting close to the swamp area, so I'm going to be up against things like could be capros and all sorts around here. I'll have a quick check and see what level that is. Could have sworn there was one had flown that way, but oh, what's that? Oh, is that a? Oh, it's one of those annoying ichthyes. They're really annoying, those. I had one of those steal a load of carrots that I had on me. It was actually attacking the the parasaur that I was riding. Oh no, there's another Alpha Raptor down there. What level are you? Yeah, 85, so you're kind of like just slightly over average. Anyway, I'm just going to keep clearing these things out, and eventually I should find a decent one. Well, I've had absolutely no luck finding any pteranodons. There's just none to be seen. They just keep disappearing from the area. What I've been doing is, I mean, I've gone out as far as like that Stonehenge area. Went out there with Terry the trike, and nah, all low levels. Come back here again. I've been out here for hours, and there's none of them have been respawning. So what I did is I was starting to get a bit fed up with that Alpha Raptor, so I built a trap over there. and by the time I was just got to put the last ramp down, it ran away. So I've moved it over to here. So I'm going to see if I can get its attention, because I want to get rid of it. But as luck would have it, I've actually had a raptor spawn inside of the base. I think none of the actual walls were destroyed, so I can only assume that's how it got in. Because there was at least one. Oh, that wasn't the plan. Oh, where's it gone? That wasn't the plan. You were supposed to be the one that came in here, mate, not me. Yeah, basically, I can only assume that it somehow managed to spawn inside the base. There was a... Hang on. Oh, it wasn't reloading for some reason. Yeah, I can only assume it somehow spawned inside the base, because it killed all of the dodos, and it killed Techie the parasaur. It almost killed... Why are you not reloading? It almost got to Phyllis. I just got back in time with the trike to finish it off. It was only a level 10 as well, which is frustrating. Yeah, that was really... I just don't know. I can only assume it somehow actually did manage to spawn inside. I know one thing I did notice, there was quite a few trikes in the area. Now, there was another raptor around that area, and the trikes were attacking it. And I've noticed there's quite a few of them have been spawning around the area since. So as I say, I've got to make the assumption that this thing somehow managed to spawn inside of, you know, the walls, and then it's, you know, obviously managed to kill pretty much everything off. So that's a real shame. That means I'm gonna have to go back and get myself some more dodos. Why are you not? This thing's weird. It's just not reloading. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and get myself some more dodos now. So that's a bit of annoying. Another parasite, because the trouble with using the trike is it takes a while to get around. I'm trying to get headshots here, but sometimes I miss. I mean, as long as it keeps focusing on the wall, I'm quite happy, to be honest. But wow, is this thing anywhere near dead yet? Yeah, it was taking me that long to try and find any actual sort of like pteranodons. As I say, most of the ones I found were all pretty much low level anyway. So what I did is I thought, well, I'll go out and just, you know, mine myself some metal. But it's still not reloading for some reason. I don't. There's some sort of weird glitch going on here. I got myself a load more metal. Went back to base and I made myself a long neck because I thought this thing's just really getting on my nerves. There's also the ichthyes that are in the area as well. They're quite difficult to sort of like deal with, I've noticed. I mean, I can attack them using, you know, try to use the bowlers, but I'm not having much luck with them. I'm not having much luck with this thing either for some strange reason. Come on! I want rid of you. I mean, it's bloodied anyway, but so that's a good start. I'm slowly running out of bullets. It takes a lot of... Oh, finally! Yeah, I thought it was going to take be a bit quicker. Actually, have you got anything interesting in there? Ooh! A Mastercraft one. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I'm probably going to end up, I mean, at this rate, I'm not seeing any pteranodons in the area, which is frustrating. I mean, I've been around and around this little island block here, and as I say, all the way over to Stonehenge, and just no joy whatsoever. I think I might park that for a while, because what I want to do is I really want to get myself something to protect the base. I might widen out the walls now, and then I'll see if I can get some decent tames to go in there. I mean, since there's a few raptors in the area, it might be worthwhile getting some of those myself. Oh, I've got 6 levels for that, so we're up to 30. Oh, let's put that into weight, I think. Yeah, that's handy then. I mean, that is the one benefit of Alpha Raptors, is you get a lot of levels from them. The downside is, yeah, they're a pain in the neck. See if I can find that. I'll pick this back up, because the trouble is there's nothing will respawn in the area. But anyway, I think I'm just going to keep looking around, and if I don't find any more pteranodons, I mean, I'm in two minds. I'm either just going to build the area out, widen the walls, that way I can start putting in trikes into the area, because there was quite a few trikes that popped up I noticed when I came back, and one of them's a 140. I don't particularly need high level trikes. I mean, Terry over there, he was a 100 when I got him. But the big problem I've got is the stamina. Trying to get around with him, it takes forever to get around. If I can get a decent 140, that might help a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video, and I'm going to wait a while, maybe another day on the game time. I mean, it's getting a bit late now, game time, because I've been at this for several hours and there's just no pteranodons spawning at all. So I think what I'll do is probably expand the wall out a lot wider. Then I think what I'll do is I'll get myself some trikes, because I need some trike eggs anyway for the imprinting. If I see any raptors, I might go for them, because I need raptors for the imprinting kibble as well. When it comes to the trike, oh, is that there? I think is that the 140 I saw? Yeah, that's the 140 that I saw. Ooh, good. Go away. So that was one of, I mean the level on this, the max level on this map is 150. Go away. I mean, technically I don't need a high level trike to be able to, you know, get the imprinting kibble, but it'll be worthwhile just to have something that protects the base, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm just going to pause the video. Once I've got that done, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I've widened the wall out. It's out by about an extra 5 on this side, so there's plenty of room to be able to put in some trikes. I'll need 4 of them. That's what I tend to set my limit at. 1 male, 3 females, and then I can start getting trike eggs. For little dinos, I really should build a proper little base for them, because it'll be a lot safer. But for now, I mean, I haven't really done much with this base, so I think I'll just keep the dodos inside here for now. So I'll go and get some of those. But to get the trikes, now technically I don't need high level ones for imprinting, but I'm quite keen to get that 140 that's out there, assuming it's still out there. But there's this trike here. I mean, it's the Valentine's event, so I thought, well, why not? I mean, Murphy's Law. It is a low level one. So I've built myself a trap over here. Now, hopefully, I can get its attention, and it doesn't run me over, because these things have now got they used to be reasonably easy to sort of go after, but now they've got a charge which can be pretty brutal. So I'm going to have to basically just run and keep running and hope it doesn't catch up with me. So here goes. Come on, over here. I'm just going to have to play dodge with a trike. Ah, no, that's interesting. Why did you do that? That was a kind of a dopey thing to do. Oh, okay, well, if you want to play with a structure, go for it. Makes my life easier. Oh! Oh, that was handy. That was actually quite handy, really. Alright, okay, well, fair enough. It's your call. You do that. Right, let's see if I can get... have I got any sabo root that I can pull off you? Did you have any, Terry? Yeah, you've got some, so... I'll just pull them. Right, let's give you these sabo root. Because I'm not doing anything else with them. Can I have my arrows back? Thank you. Right. That's not too bad, so... Each one's about 10%. Right, so there's another one down here. I think there's a... Because when I... it's just, you know, it's Murphy's Law. I mean, every time I saw, like, build a trap for something, they tend to move out of the area anyway. But there's another low-level one down here. I think, what was that one? Was that the low-level female? I think that one was a low-level male. I think it's only like level 25. Right, so you're a low-level male, so then that one must have been a low-level female, because I think it's only like level 25, and they did have a bonus to them. So let's see, I'll just double check. Because I say there's no point getting high levels as such, but I definitely want a decent high level to get around with. You're level 25, right. I'm just going to have to pray that I can get your attention and just run. This thing's going to come for me. Ideally, I should have had the... I should have put that on the that ramp on the other side. I should have moved the ramp, but I'll probably lose aggro by the time it catches up. Ooh, Therazino. Come on. It's still coming. Go on. Oh, you lost interest again. Come on. Keep running this way, right? Run this way. Ooh, that was close. Oh, ow. That wasn't the plan. Totally trashed the wall as well. It ran over it. It must have been like doing some sort of rage or something. It's quite unusual because it actually attacked the actual ramp while it was going over it. I'm surprised it's taking so many arrows actually, because it's... I mean, that other one went down fairly quick, and that was only a level 10. Come on. Aha! Right, so that was about 10% for that one. So I'll take these off you, because you've got plenty to keep you going. Okay. See if we can get you some more. I don't know if Terry's too far away, to be honest. Right, so it's 27, so... see how you do. So you're only getting about 7%, right? No, fair enough. I mean, it's a bit overkill for like lower level ones to give them like stuff like this, I suppose. But it's, I'd rather do that because it just means it's quicker than like giving them the measure berries. Right. Well, I'm just going to leave these taming up, and then I'll bring you back. It's the start of a new day, and we've now got 2 trikes. So we've got our male here from who's got nice colours from the Valentine's event. Plus 1 female. Now, I'm not 100% sure what that 140 is, but I want to go looking for that one. I mean, I am tempted to go and get some turtles, to be honest, because I think that's the kibble you need for the trikes. I mean, it'll get me a 140, because I think what I would do is probably breed that 140 do a bit of breeding with them until I can get a decent one, and I can just keep using that one to go out and about with. Because the trouble is, the parasaur that I've been using up to now, I mean, that was quick for getting around, great for carrying weight, but the trouble is with having raptors in the area, it's a pain in the neck. I didn't really stand much chance using a parasaur while there was raptors around, so I mean it's a slow trudge having to go around with the trike here. But I'm just going to have a look around and see if I can find this here trike, and assuming it's still here, I'll put the trap down and then we'll see if we can bring it into the team. So, see you shortly. Okay, so I think that's the 140 there. Just going to have a look and see, is it a male or a female? Ah, better, that's even better. So I've got my little trap over here, so I'm going to see if I can pull it into that. Ooh, nicely done. Well, say nicely done, I mean I hit it, so I mean, doesn't get any better than that really. Come on, keep coming. Oh, come on. Oh, it's trying to charge. That's not good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ow, 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 ow. Jeez Louise, that hurt. Right, now hopefully you can't get out, otherwise this is going to go horribly wrong. Right. Well, I'll just keep this one occupied, and once we're done, I'll bring you back. Well, the trike's still taming up, but to fill in the time, I'm going out actually catching some dodos now. I've just found this one here, so I thought, well, why not? Why not get this one? Because it's got the event colours. You look interesting. Can I tame you? Come on, let's tame you. It's only level 20. I think I've got one of them. I think it's like a 134 dodo now. Just like way too high. But I'm just keeping them in the house for the moment. They're I still don't understand how I end up with a raptor inside of, you know, so close to the place. Because I've got foundations, you know, dotted around. I would have thought those would have stopped things spawning anywhere near it. And it's out. Right, so have we got any more? Savo root? No. What about measure berries? Have you got any of them? Right, give me some of those. They'll do. Right, so we'll get that one to tame up. I think while I'm at it, I'm probably gonna. I think there's some parasaurs just around the corner as well. Yeah, there's some event ones there which I'll get, and I think I'll get those turtles as well, because they're all part like the imprinting. I mean, this idea of thank you. This idea of taming up pteranodon seems to have gone completely out the window. I'm still not seeing any around anywhere. You stay there. Right. I've already had to take care of a couple of carnos in the area, so I'm going to have to clear the way to be back to base to be able to take this one back. But yeah, I think the next thing I'll do is I'll go after those parasaurs. So, see you shortly. I actually haven't said that I do need dilos as well, don't I, for the imprinting. Right, don't spit, no, don't spit on me. Can knock you out. Any more? Haha, got ya. Well, that's handy. That's handy because there's quite a lot. I mean, that until the new Kibble system turns up, I'm just gonna have to tame tons and tons of different dinos. Right, come on you. Right, we'll get these back to base, and then I'll bring you back. Well, I think all the parasaurs that were around here are now long gone. I think they might have fell victim to this raptor down here. It was an event raptor, and I was going to tame it, but it managed to yank me off the trike before I could do anything. So Terry here decided to take care of it. So that's a bit of a shame. It's only level 20, and I need raptor kibble as well. But there is a turtle around the corner here somewhere, or at least there was one. Where have you gone? Oh, there it is. So I may as well get that as well, because these are all dinos that I need their kibble for imprinting later on. Because we're still on the old system, so let's see what level this is. I mean, it's got the event colours as well, but in the grand scheme of things... Oh, you're just level 10. Right, okay. Right, I want you to stay on passive, dude. Right, well, may as well get these turtles while they're here. I mean, there's been no sign of any pteranodons at all. I mean, I've seen some chalies pop up, so there's quite a lot of different dinos are spawning in the area, but it's just not the particular one that I'm wanting, which is the blooming pteranodon. Right, so it's just going to be a case of taming this one up. Then I'll go looking for other things to tame to get our kibble farm going. Well, surprise, surprise, I've actually found a pteranodon. I think it might have been that Ep5 that I probably saw earlier. I'm kind of getting desperate now because I just want anything really. So, I mean, I managed to find a kind of decent event parasaur, but a blooming 150 raptor took it out. For some stupid reason, it got into its head that it could take on a raptor of that, you know, max level. I mean, I was tempted to tame it up, but I don't have like the darts or anything to like be able to handle it within a, you know, within the like a trap. Sorry, within the, you know, with like just a bowler. So yeah, right. So you stay there. I mean, level 85 kind of sucks, to be honest, but it's the best I've seen so far. I mean, there was a 130 knocking around early on in the game, but since I've been on today, that's probably about the best I've been able to get. So actually, that's a thought. Have I got the kibble or did I leave it? These are all the things I've been getting so far. So I managed to find a parasaur here. We've got the turtle. I got that 140 trike. Now it only lost one level, which is kind of good actually. I'm quite impressed. So there's our dodos. I've left Morris over there. I wanted to keep him out of any trouble, especially if I'm going to be like running into traps and what have you. Last thing I want is for me to get stuck in a trap and get mauled by something, because he'd buy the farm too. Right, so I can finally put this dodo kibble to some use then. Here, have some kibble. See what you get. Nothing? Something? I was doing a bit of testing of the breeding, and you can get these you get these little box of chocolates. You also get some candy as well. If you give your dinos chocolates, it gives them the full health, whereas if you give them the candy, then you can change their colours, so it's a bit like the what you had in the candy that you had from the Christmas event. So it's going to be a while before this one starves down. I mean, the kibble lasts for ages anyway, so there's no great rush. But hopefully we'll be able to get out and about now. Now we've got a pteranodon. So I'll bring you back shortly. Hey, hey, hey! We've finally managed to make it. We've managed to tame ourselves a pteranodon. I mean, in all fairness, his stats pretty much suck, quite frankly. I mean, hardly any weight, hardly any health, but I mean, for his purpose, he's ideal, really, because I mean, he's, you know, he is, as I've called him, he's a means to an end, because I've now got a way to get up into the air, and I can do recon. It makes life so much easier. It's much quicker to get around the map. I mean, that distance, if you look over there, where I'm you know, where the pteranodon's pointing, that's where the base is, and it's not that far to travel, but it takes quite a while, you know, if you're on foot. It's much easier to get here, you know, when you've got a flyer. So it's a case of, now that we've been over here, I mean, there's an explorer node down there that we've picked up. If you look down there, there's some crystal, so I've picked up some crystal. And now I can go back to base, and I'll be able to get myself a spyglass, so I'll be able to have a look around, look for better pteranodons. Just shh, don't tell him. Well, I think we're level 60. Let's see, so the Argentavis is level 62 when you can start to get an Argentavis saddle. So not that far off the next step, which would be an Argentavis. And I mean, realistically, what I'm thinking of doing is to build a little, it's like a mini camp here. The idea is to do all the forging here. So there's plenty of stone, there's plenty of metal, plenty of flint around, and obviously there's the crystal over there. Plenty of trees as well. So what I can do is build us like a little mini base here, and then from here I can just melt all the metal into metal ingots. I can craft, bullets and, better weapons, better tools. I can do it all here. Rather than sort of like traipsing backwards and forwards from the camp, carrying the resources back to camp, I'll just do it all here, and it's so much easier. It's just a case of finding a reasonable space, because as soon as I start putting the foundations down, it stops the resources spawning within a certain radius, so I'll have to be a bit careful there. But ultimately, I mean, I've set out to, to find myself a pteranodon just so I could get over here and then start getting into the metal industry, basically. And we've done that now. I mean, we took a major diversion, really, and that was to get all those dinos for the kibble. I mean, I'm going to finish all that off, off camera. So, I mean, I've still got some dilos, some trikes, turtles, and parasaurs to get. But there's quite a lot more on the list. It's a big long laundry list of dinos that you need for imprinting kibble. And it's going to be like that until they officially change the kibble system. So I'm really pleased. I mean, this whole game should get a heck of a lot easier now they've got a flyer. I mean, it's still a quick way to get around. I mean, because he's got like low stamina, I do have the problem of, I have to keep stopping every so often just to get his stamina back. But other than that, I mean, it's, I can still get around the map a heck of a lot quicker than I could before, and I'm an awful lot safer than I was as well. As soon as I get my spyglass, it'll get even easier, because then I can just go around looking for what I want, spot it from the air, and if it's something that I want, I can just go and land and go and get it. So it makes a heck of a lot easier. But then that's just the first step, because the next step is once I've got a slightly better pteranodon, I can then use that to get the even better fly, which is the Argentavis. I mean, that thing is just, I mean, that's a massive game changer. I mean, the pteranodon's a big game changer. The Argentavis is a massive game changer. And I'm not that far off from getting it. So I'm really pleased we've made really good progress in the game. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If so, then do please leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content, then yeah, do subscribe. Just remember to click the little bell icon. That way you'll get notifications when new content comes out. If you've got any comments, any suggestions, any feedback at all you want to leave, please post that in the comments section below. But until the next video, thanks very much for watching. Bye!